Yeah. Black magic. You got to know, got to show.
Just tell me what you want to hear. All right, welcome back to another edition of RATG Radio, right here live from the Geekery, 7000 McLeod Rd, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. I am your host, Ryan. I put the Ryan in Ryan's All Things Geek, and joining me as he does from week to week, the Wellandwingnut himself, Mr. Steve Lambert.
Hey.
Hey, yo. How's it going, my friend?
It's good. It's good.
How was your
it's
week?
I.
It's I?
Yeah.
I?
Can still say that?
No, they
No.
don't. I think that stopped in like 98.
Okay.
Right, so how was your week? It was I?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you do? Anything cool?
This week, no. Last weekend, yes.
What did you do last weekend that you were not here, that we had the one and only Mr. Trevor Twining sitting in front
I
of
was
you?
at Fan Expo.
You were at Fan Expo, and you had a great time at Fan Expo. You got yourself some good photo ops. What was your highlight of the weekend?
Definitely.
Or of the day, I guess. You were Saturday, I was Sunday.
You know, leading up to it, buying my tickets early, I thought my highlight was going to be finally meeting Bruce Campbell. I mean, the man's solely responsible for getting me into horror movies. I mean, he is my,
He's your celebrity crush.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
And I thought this would be the first time that I was actually like starstruck, because I've never really been starstruck before. I mean, we do go to these things all the time.
Right.
But even my first time, I've never been.
Yeah, and you were good with like Bradley Cooper.
My interview with Bradley Cooper was awesome.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can never air it because of a legal issue, but.
Okay. Hellraiser.
Oh, Doug Bradley.
Doug Bradley.
Yeah.
It was still a Bradley.
Yes.
It was still a Bradley. It was just a last name Bradley, not a first name. So yeah.
But it wasn't the highlight.
Why was that not your highlight?
Because I ran into Bender.
Yes, I saw that you and Bender took a photo off together.
Yes. It would not be a trip to Toronto without Bender.
Yeah, if you don't go on a Bender, were you on a Bender? Trevor Mate, people will blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
I got
is
it.
that my job?
No, I got it too.
Okay.
Look at that. See what happens here? Sub RATG Radio, RATG Squad. What's up, Brett Meeser, comedian, who was supposed to actually do a stand-up gig here a couple months ago. I don't know what happened, but
Video game designer.
Video game designer. Ex-RATG employee.
Sure.
So welcome to the show. Sup Hootie, thank you, Dennis. Hootie? Yeah, I get it. That is a large beer. It's just a pint. Come on down. 7000 McLeod Rd. Come join the crowd here. Enjoy some nice food here. Enjoy the great ambiance. And come see the show. To quote Roger Daltrey. Come see the show. No?
Sure.
Yes,
So
so
put it on the list of people.
might as well.
Now.
So, aside from meeting Bender, anything else to go for you? Tell the people who you got photo ops with.
Well, of course, Bruce Campbell, and Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus.
Norman Dirty Reedus.
Yes.
How was that?
He was a really nice guy.
Were you upset? He was actually nice.
No.
Because you're not a big Daryl Dixon fan.
I'm not a fan of Daryl Dixon, but Norman Reedus, the man, he was very nice.
Nice. Did he look like he needed to take a shower?
He definitely looked like he needed a shower. Yes.
Right. I get it. Well, that is Norman Reedus, though. I like Norman Reedus, but I'm more of a Boondock Saint kind of thing. Just not Boondock Saints 2.
But other than that, it was more of just talking to some old friends and walking around, taking in all the attractions and.
Nice.
Yeah. You know what? As much as I liked it, I think I like the smaller cons.
You like the Falls one a little bit better?
It was just.
But the really small ones, like Hamilton?
Well.
We're just kidding. We love you guys.
No, it was, and I'm not really one to be bothered by crowds, but it was just getting from the North Building to the South Building was insane.
Yes, and I can only imagine what it was like on Saturday, which is always the busiest day at any convention.
I think if I go back, it'll be on a Thursday or a Sunday, possibly.
Yeah, Sunday was all right. And the one thing I wish I would have known was that the photo ops would have been sold out so quickly. Bruce Campbell being sold out the Saturday for Sunday already, I wasn't expecting. Especially Justin Roiland. There was no online. There was no pre-photo ops that you could buy from them, but you can buy them
There.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at a time. So when my son and I got there on Sunday, it was totally sold out. And that's who he wanted to meet most, aside from Matt Smith, Doctor Who. He wanted to meet Rick and Morty, like the creator and voice of that. So unfortunately that did not happen.
I got to chat with Jay Hughes.
Yeah, you got to see your buddy Jay Hughes again?
Yeah.
Did he remember you?
He remembered the picture.
He remembered the picture. I bet he did. I bet he did.
Yeah.
We'll show that, and when we edit this and you're watching this, you will see the original picture.
I don't think a lot of people knew he was there because he was the first place I went as soon as we got in. We were the first ones in the door, literally.
And Sunday he had no lineup either.
And then it wasn't until about 1 o'clock or so that he actually had to start and have people in line. I was literally the only person in line when he showed up at about 10:30.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we got to chat for a bit. It was
And
fun.
he's a good guy to one of these guys that goes to these shows, and he actually walks around and he interacts with the people in the shows. He's not just there to get his, $25 signatures or $50 photos, whatever it is. And he was one of the cheaper celebrities that you see there to get your photo ops and autographs for. Now, I'm still of the thinking, I don't really want to pay $100 to get my picture with anybody, aside from a B-lister. And I'm not saying Jay, we love you, Jay, but come on. Come on. I was excited to hear from his panel, though, that Jay and Silent Bob Part 2 is a go. They have a start production date, which will be coming up soon. And yeah, that's great. Probably the best thing that Kevin Smith ever did was to actually buy the characters Jay and Silent Bob from the Weinstein Company. The Weinsteins even say now that they feel stupid that they sold those two characters, because really, as much as Clerks was a great movie and Mallrats, the one central focus of because they're in every single movie. So,
and we're still waiting for that Blood Men and Crying movie.
We did kind of get it.
Kind of.
With Shaka as the director, Chris Rock. I would like to see that movie. I think it would be good. So today on the show, we are talking about, because it is back to school season, what a great time for us to talk about all the greatest movies that are focused around school ties.
Back to school, back to school, to show my dad that I'm no fool.
There's a lot
Please,
of
Billy, no one ever shut the table. Sorry, Daddy.
We just went full Billy Madison. You never go full Billy Madison.
No.
Sean Penn went full Billy Madison with I Am Sam, and the Academy ignored him.
Yeah.
Right? I love inside jokes. Those are the best jokes in the world, are the ones that just I get. And sometimes Steve. Right. We have a lot of people joining the show today. Dennis, as we mentioned, it says Critters. High school movie? A school movie? Holes, maybe. Critters? I'm not too sure. I'd have to go back and watch that one. And Trevor Mate. He says people still say I. I. You say so?
Yeah.
I
take his word.
I.
He's got street cred.
So we went to you, the fans. We went to you on Ryan's All Things Geek Facebook page. Went to you on my personal page and on Steve's personal page, and we asked you, what are your favorite movies based on school? It could be high school, elementary school, driver's ed, whatever. As long as it's school based, you could have used it. So we will take your answers as well as we do every week. Steve and I will give our answers as well. I got a top 5 for movies and a top 5 for TV, actually. Switch things up a bit. How about you?
I just made a top 5.
I don't like you. I even called you ahead of time to tell you this.
I know. And I had time.
And you had time. Brutal. So we will be talking about those tonight, as well as Steve's got his 5-second movie review is back this week. Steve is reviewing the new Stephen King It movie that's out there that Stephen King did not have a lot to do with in this movie.
No.
And Stephen King says it is a terrifying movie. When Stephen King is telling you it's a scary movie. Oh, was that a double pun? It's a scary movie.
It was intense.
It really was.
Like camping.
I don't like you, even a little bit. Ben Pence, watching the show, says, "What's up?" And one of our moderators says, "Hey, everyone, you need to let us know which one you are, then." So, folks, if you want to join in on the conversation, we will be going back and forth. And Steve will be on his, and I will be on mine, to get your answers and to share them with the world. If you want to join in with your answers, there's still lots of time. If you're here in the audience, feel free to speak up. We'd love to hear from you. If you're watching online, just comment in the comments page.
Don't yell out.
You can yell
We
out.
can't hear you.
Yell. I want to hear you scream. Not like that. Jeez. Getting panties thrown on stage already.
Thanks, Grandma.
Thanks, Grandma. Yes, folks, that's right. Things get off the rails pretty quickly here. We got
Grandma Wingnuts are awesome.
Ryan and that guy.
I love Grandma Wingnut.
Grandma Wingnut is crazy. We call her Lila.
It's okay. They don't watch. They
They don't watch.
They don't have technology.
It's too funny.
We were like the last people on the block to get a VCR.
Nice. Hey, Ben Pence is already in really quick with a choice for favorite school-based movie. He goes, the best is still Dead Poets Society. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Have you ever seen Robin Williams' Dead Poets Society?
Yes.
It is
Only
honestly,
because Robin Williams is in it.
and it's one of his best performances, which is hard to say because Robin Williams, for my money, was one of the most rounded actors on the face of the planet. We all know about his comedy because his comedy was probably the best in the planet.
Well, yeah, Flubber was awesome.
Flubber was. I hate you so much. You're not helping. But the range that the guy does have to go from comedy to 1 hour photo to being, a thriller.
Cy the photo guy.
Cy the photo guy. To Good Will
Insomnia.
Hunting or Insomnia or,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs.
Hello,
You need to stop. Hello, children. Come gather round. That was a pretty good Mrs. Doubtfire. That wasn't bad. Just saying. It's not as good as my Sean Connery. You're best. See, hey, I got 2 words there, Amber. 2 words for Sean
She
Connery.
wasn't listening.
You're best. That was from the left. Your best. No, it's a compound word. Yours. So we're just using it as one. You're right. Anyway, so thank you for doing it. The final cut is another great, real RW drama performance. Robin Williams, yes. I don't think I've seen Final Cut though.
Final Cut was a great movie.
Yeah.
One of his lesser knowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait and take a look at that one. So we're getting a lot of great answers. We got a lot of great answers on the page, on my page, on Steve's page as well. So we'll be going through those. As I said, Steve's got his 5-second movie review back. That'll probably be in about 20 minutes time. And he's reviewing Stephen King's It. You float too. You float too. Amber Williams joined the show. Anyways, why? So that's what's going to happen. Also tonight, folks, I want to let you guys know about a few things. Tonight we have the folk show going on after us tonight, immediately after we're done the show. 8 o'clock we have Eric James, Dave Matthews, not that Dave Matthews. Not the real Dave.
Dave
Matthews.
Not the real Dave Matthews, that's cruel. No? No? If I had $1 million.
Dijon Dave Matthews.
Dijon Dave Matthews. They have pre-wrapped Beck, but they don't have pre-wrapped Dave Matthews. Can you blame them? Yeah.
A nice, reliant folk singer.
Yes. A nice reliant automobile. You're just going to leave me out there to hang, right? This is why Twining was the guest host last week. He
Right.
feeds right into it.
Yeah.
Feeds right into it. Yeah, so we have all that for you.
Yes, and.
And of course, we do bring back your fan favorite. Every week, we do bring back our This Week in Geek. That is where we tell you what's been going on in the world of pop culture and geek. By this geek.
By geeky means I bite the heads off chickens.
Aussie?
No, circus geek.
Circus geek.
That's the original term. The meaning of geek was one who would bite heads off chickens.
Wow.
The more you know.
Thank you for that useless piece of knowledge. It'll be on Jeopardy tomorrow too. I got that right because I watched
Alex has
Wellandwingnut.
called me quite a bit.
He does. He does. Well, we're gonna get you to help us fill out the trivia questions for next week or the week after.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, trivia night right here, 7,000 McLeod Road, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
2 weeks.
Don't you
Well,
dare.
go sweets.
What is 2 weeks?
14 days.
No, I was answering in the form of a question.
Well, it's been 1 week since you looked at me. No more Vienna.
No,
All right.
no. I haven't liked him since they kicked out Stephen Page.
Well, he did have a cocaine problem. But he's a musician, so I guess that's par for the course. So we do have
Your worst could be a jazz musician.
Just stop. And worse wouldn't be a jazz musician.
No.
Be a country singer. New country. James Marsh, thanks for joining the show from Australia, mate. Sup, gentlemen. Sup, gentries. Is that what that says there?
Well,
He's watching on both pages. That is a dedicated Aussie. I might say Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
oi, oi, oi.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
No, you only get one.
So I think without further ado, maybe we should get started with what we do every week, and that is the fan favorite part where we get you guys in the know, and that is with another rousing edition of This Week in Geek.
The patent is in.
Oh, I thought I had some kind of magical power there. It was exploding without me even saying anything.
The patent is in.
The patent is in.
It's in.
Oh, speaking of in and patents, well, maybe not a patent, we now own the domain name RATG.ca. That's right, folks. So if you want to get up to date and stay up to date with all things geek of the Ryan variety, you go to RATG.ca. That's right, RATG.ca. That'll bring you to our new and improved webpage.
And that's RATG.ca?
That is RATG.ca.
How do you spell that?
RATG.ca.
Where we have a 24-hour live camera in my house.
Which we do not. We do not want to get sued for that. But if you want that, we will put it on the page for you. 24/7 from Steve's room. I'm sorry, Amber. That's better. Hello, Geeksters. Thanks, James. It's going good for you. Great to hear. How about things down under mine? You know what I like about James Marsh? He said my Australian accent is not bad.
Did he say it's not bad, or
He said it's not bad.
Did
He
he
didn't
say
say
it's not bad?
that's British, and that is so offensive to Aussies. So offensive. Almost like my Australian accent is offensive to Kiwis for some reason. What's up, New Zealand? Why won't you be my friend?
You're the reason we're not on CFU anymore.
Like, really though? Really though?
That was the start.
That is
start.
what started our descent from the radio, was actually getting a complaint from New Zealand about my Australian accent. Yet the people in Australia loved it. And not because they thought it was good, necessarily, but it is on point. G'day, mate.
Yep. Do you have stories?
I do have stories. So this is my story. Where are you going? I went from Aussie straight to British. I want a little bit cockney. So Steve is on his way to refuel. But what we are going to do, as we talked about, we are going to do This Week in Geek. That is where we bring you the news from everything that is new in the world of geek. And I will get us started off because Steve is not here. And I'm going to start with my second story because my first story I think Steve will want to talk about. But this second one I don't think he's going to care. Maybe Trevor Twining might have something to say. But let me just say this. Everybody who knows anything about Batman, who's a big Batman fan, all basically agree that Kevin Conroy is the quintessential Batman. He is the one that played Batman the longest. Yes, it's just a voiceover for cartoons, but he is where everyone goes to and said that kind of universally agrees that's the guy. He came out recently on my side and said that Ben Affleck
I thought you were going to
is
say something else.
the best Batman ever.
I really thought you were going somewhere else with that story.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
But, no, Kevin Conroy's not coming out.
Okay. So
Anything
wait,
better.
so he's saying
He is saying
that Ben
Ben Affleck is the bomb,
Affleck,
yo.
who is the current Batman,
The current Batman.
the current Batman, he's saying that he's the best of all of them.
And he is correct. Say it how it's spelled. Going Cobbs. Going Cobbs. Cobbs is short for Caba. Caba means mate. Oh, it's going Cobbs. How you doing, Cobbs? Sounds a little brat there. Hey, my Aussie's getting better the more beer I have. Foster's lager for beer.
Can I get a coffee? Yeah.
Can I get some?
C-O-B-A.
Why do the E sound
Yeah,
A's?
right?
Anyways, we love you, James Marshall. We love you, Daniel Van de Sant. And we love you, Australia. I don't understand why Australia loves us so much. It seems we get more and more fans every day from Australia. It's almost time for us to move the show there.
And I have businesses and stuff following me from Australia on
Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird. We love it. Don't get us wrong. It's just, hey, we love you, Aussie. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. And we're done with that, I promise. So Kevin Conroy did say that Batman is his favorite or Batman's his favorite of all the Batman. Ben Affleck is his favorite of all the Batman, but he's not a fan of all the gun use, and he says that Batman should never kill. To that though, I go back to Michael Keaton's Batman, where he had the Batmobile that was dropping bombs out. Remember it armed itself and then dropped bombs out of its hubcaps and blew up everyone around it. Nobody had a problem with that. All the machine guns he had on the Batmobile. And let's not forget the fact that he killed the Joker. He killed Jack Nicholson at the end of Batman. So I'm just saying, I'm just saying, Batman's always killed in these movies. Christian Bale. I don't care what he says at the end of The Dark Knight, where he's like, I don't have to say, or when you say, I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to save you either. I'm sorry, you just killed that guy.
Yeah.
You killed Ra's al Ghul by not saving him. So, you're horrible.
But
Ben Pence. Ben Pence says Christian Bale, best Batman, followed by Keaton. Buster?
Diane,
Keaton. Yes, you win.
Alex
P.
P. Keaton, the best Batman.
Now on drinks. Oh, now on. Hey, that's how you say it in Australia. Now on drinks Foster's. We sold it to the Japanese because it's bad. You actually sold it to a lot of us Canadians as well and Americans because Foster's lager for beer. So yeah, what do you think? Who's your favorite Batman?
That's I don't know. That's tough. I probably have to lean to Keaton.
Okay, so is he your favorite Batman, or is he your favorite character that plays Batman and Bruce Wayne? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was something that Kevin Conroy spoke about with Ben Affleck, where he said why Ben Affleck's his favorite Batman is because Ben Affleck is good as Bruce Wayne and he's good at Batman, but he's the first actor we've had that's been good at both roles. Because honestly, Batman and Bruce Wayne are two different people. So,
Wait, what?
Right? Oh, thank you, Laura. But I just have to say, I'm seeing all your messages going to Trevor Twining. Anyways, yeah. I'm done with Affleck. Everyone knows I'm an Affleck fan. Keaton's a close second. Affleck. But yeah. Who's your favorite Batman, ladies? Do you have a favorite Batman? Michael Keaton, get out.
I thought she was going to say Val Kilmer.
She agrees. I think.
I just
Get out. Val Kilmer. A lot of people actually really did dig Val Kilmer's Batman because a lot of people were high.
And
With Valadomer.
James Marsh says Ben Affleck is like Foster's.
They sold it to the
likes
Japanese.
They sold it to the Japanese. Amazing. He said that and did that, not me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Well, what do you got for another story? That's pretty good for our Ben Affleck talk today.
Well, I'm going to start with a not so nice story.
Let's hear your not so nice story.
So the results of the DNA test on Salvador Dali's body are in,
I saw this.
and she is not the daughter.
Well read, Maury.
Like,
Dun dun dun.
so I mean,
I'm shocked.
they took nails and bones and hair from this guy. You know, they dug him up and for nothing. So I don't know what the repercussions of this are going to be, but I hope there's going to be something.
Yeah, what was her? What was?
She
remind everybody kind of the backstory of
Salvador Dali had left his estate to
this. Salvador Dali, the
painter,
the last,
artist.
yeah. The late painter, surrealist.
He had left his entire estate to the city in which he lived,
Right.
and she was trying to get obviously a piece of it, being the only heir to Salvador Dali. And Salvador Dali had said for years that he was impotent. He said, "You need to be."
Right.
He said his famous quote was, "You need to be impotent to be a good artist."
Wow.
Yeah,
There's a reason why Salvador Dali was so weird.
he was weird.
He was very.
And they said his
interesting.
mustache was pristine when they dug him up.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Seriously?
Well, they still hair still grows. So I mean, that thing would have.
Yeah, but it only grows for so long.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was already up to here.
That is cray. As the kids say, that's cray. Crazy. Yeah, that's how it goes. This is pretty cool. I want to talk about this. So Ontario has just announced, as we all know here in Ontario, Canada, next year, weed, la marijuana, is going to be legal here in Ontario. And now they've figured out how they're going to dispense said legal marijuana. It is going to be sold out of the LCBOs, which is, I've always thought that's the way it was going to happen. You know, you have to put an age of majority on it. It makes sense to sell it out of the beer store or the liquor store. It's going to be a separate entity, though, from the liquor store. And deliveries are going to be available online, which is kind of a good idea. If you're worried about going, if you're a dad or a parent, you're worried about going to the liquor store and your kid's friends seeing you there buying weed.
Will they swing by Pizza Hut?
They will swing by Pizza Hut on your way with your marijuana. So yeah, but there's a lot of people up in arms over this, about them selling it there, because this means all those dispensaries out there that have come along so far are going to be null and void, because it's only going to be available legally through the LCBO. Or, Dirty Tony on 3rd and Adelaide. I got your money, buddy. I promise. Stop sending Tony over. So yeah, where do you stand on this? Are you all right with them selling the weed out of LCBOs? Not so much?
Yes.
Would you care would you really buy it from a dispensary over top of an LCBO? Or are you just mad they're going to tax the hell out of it?
Yeah.
Like your 20 bag is now going to cost you $20.25 or $24.25. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I'm actually all right with it. I have no problem at all with this. And this may come to a surprise to some, but Steve and I both partake. Mostly Steve, as you can tell. That's why he's so weedy.
And it's good for glaucoma, too.
Do you have glaucoma?
Yes.
No.
Among others.
Well,
OWAs. I have multiple OWAs.
You don't need the license anymore. You're okay. You can tell the truth. What else you got for us, buddy?
I used to, but look at my eyes now.
No. There's a reason we don't put you on camera. He's got that Forrest Whitaker eye.
Well, the small town of Lititz, Pennsylvania, woke up a couple days ago.
That was my Forrest Whitaker eye. I'm sorry, Forrest. Come on the show anytime you want, buddy. We know you
Loved you in Bloodsport.
Loved you in Bloodsport. Wait, was he in Bloodsport?
He was one of the military agents that was coming.
Oh, right. I personally loved you in Wildcats. Wildcat.
And phone booth.
Football. Phone booth. You know what? Phone booth is
I liked it.
a horribly underrated movie.
It's like a car crash.
It is. You can't look away from it. Colin Farrell trying to pull off a Brooklyn or New York accent is one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. It is worse than my Australian accent. I'm not lying even a little bit. Not even a little bit. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so the small town of Lititz, Pennsylvania woke up 2 days ago to red balloons tied to sewer grates all over town.
You'll float too. You'll float too. Is the it phenomenon?
It is definitely spreading. Clowns are saying that they're having a hard time finding work
Because
of it.
of what?
Who's on first?
Third base. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's good though. And they're saying obviously it's dominating at the box office this weekend. I didn't think that's a big surprise to any of us. But are you going? You saw it.
I saw it last night.
You saw it. So we're going to be doing that once we're done this week in Geek, and everyone will get that. Here's a weird story for you. Matt Parker and Trey Stone, South Park fame,
America.
have a new South Park game coming out, a new South Park RPG, if you will, and you get to create your own character. Now you don't get to create; you get to choose your own difficulty on this game. But you don't choose a difficulty the way you would think. You don't choose easy or hard. The way it's based on is, if you're very light-skinned, if you create a light-skinned character in the game, it's a very easy game. The darker skin you are, the harder the game gets.
Well, that's it.
So if
I
you're,
thought that was awesome.
if you're black, this game is the hardest game in the world for you. Much like life. I can say it. I like how everyone just got quiet there.
There's some inappropriate laughter, but I think it was unrelated.
I think it was just everyone in Australia. Listen to that donkey over there. It's funny. Yes. What do you think? Is this racist, or is this them highlighting a problem in the world? Is this them shining a light on it, or is this just them adding their new token character?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I
Because
think
there's different venues we can take to get people aware of.
I don't
Right.
think these two could do the one without the other, though. Like, they're going to poke fun at it, and they're going to, like, they're serious about it at the same time.
Exactly.
So, last week we were talking about privilege.
Right.
I think this is a really clear example of how privilege works.
Exactly. And I think they, as offensive as it may come off, I think that they kind of hit the nail on the head, you know. It is kind of a social commentary. It is a little messed up, but I don't know. I'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyways, what do you got for us?
Like you were saying, it is killing at the box office this weekend. It broke Deadpool's record.
Right.
The biggest rated R opening ever.
Which is crazy, because
Yeah.
Deadpool was huge.
It was 13.5 million on Thursday, beating Deadpool's 12.7.
Come on.
Yeah, they pulled in $51 million on Friday night, and is expected to do more than $100 million by the end of the weekend.
That's it?
That's it.
I guess that pun's kind of getting old.
Yeah.
We're kicking the butt.
Wait till my review.
Yeah, you have to see it. Other news. So Aquaman wrapped up its shooting, and after every movie wraps, there's usually a wrap party, and I don't mean like I don't mean Eminem. No, WRAP. That was very Fat Boys.
Thank you.
That sounded like the Fat Boys. Well done. So at this after party for the Aquaman movie in the East Coast, where was it? St. John's, I believe? Or sorry, it was in Newfoundland in Labrador. They're having their wrap party, and one of the crew members gets stabbed. The victim was leaving a pub chatting with some women after the party when he was confronted by another man. It got confrontational.
Was he stabbed with a trident?
No, he was not. You would assume so. If he was stabbed by Aquaman. You suck. So the guy left, and then he returned to pick a fight, and a second man then approached the victim with a knife from behind and stabbed him. He's recovering now. He's going to make a full recovery. The attacker did get away, so he is on the lam.
They're describing him as a man wearing a wide, elongated mask with two tubes coming out.
It was Black Manta.
There you go.
It was Black Manta. Adios. Thanks for the ride, yo. Yes, that is our audience leaving. All two of them. Crazy though. Crazy that this stuff still happens. But you know, you look at the state of things in the world, and of course, this is probably the least of the things. Let's move to something happier. What else you got for us? Something not happy.
Jim Carrey is currently promoting his new story of Andy Kaufman. It's called Jim and Andy: The Great Beyond.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, it was cool. Man on the Moon was cool. It was cool seeing him do Andy Kaufman, but come on, man. It's been what, 10, 15 years since Man on the Moon?
15 at least.
Why? Is it because he can't get work? And what happened to Jim Carrey? He's like been blackballed.
He just shaved his beard.
Did he?
He appeared last night on a red carpet.
So he doesn't look like Dave Letterman
He
anymore.
He's no longer looks like David Letterman.
Amazing Burt Wonderstone. There you go.
Yeah, well, his entire movie career?
And he's currently awaiting trial in the death of his ex-girlfriend, Catronia White.
Really?
Yeah, wrongful death suit.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That is actually kind of crazy.
Bruce Almighty was awesome.
Bruce Almighty was alright. Listen, when I say, even Will Ferrell, I think, has a good movie or two. Decent. But I do equate the two very similar.
Step Brothers is one of my favorites.
Hate it. Hated it. So,
There he is.
Will Smith released a photo of himself and the cast of the live-action movie Aladdin, which is based on the Disney Aladdin, not on the actual Arabian Nights tales. So he showed a photo. You guys probably won't be able to see this. But you see? You see it at home? You can't see it.
To the light.
Yeah, I know. Go on Ryan's All Things Geek page, you'll see it there. But it's Will Smith who's playing the genie in the movie. Naomi Scott is playing Princess Jasmine. Mina Massoud as Aladdin, and Marwan Kenzari is playing Jafar. I'm alright with this. I'm actually kind of intrigued to see this. I'd have to say, out of all the Disney animated movies of all time, I think Aladdin may be my favorite of all. Used to be my date night movie. It used to be my movie that would show on date night. How you doing? Come over to my place. We'll watch some Aladdin. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. So sorry. A whole new world. Almost. I almost hit that note. Anyway, so that's all I got. What do you got?
That's it.
That's it. So that's it for another edition of This Week in
I'm sorry, I read the wrong card. The patent was not in.
Patent still
My
pending.
mistake.
Patent back to pending again.
My mistake.
Pending again.
Don't make eye contact with me in the hall.
I never do. I try never to make eye contact with you.
What's up, Steve Harvey? I know he watches the show, so.
What's up, Jerry Seinfeld? What's a Kesha?
Like anytime you want to charge up your phone, you just plug it in. Because it's hard to just sleep when you're tired. Because people are tired most of the time.
Gosh, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Oh.
That was a nice moment.
I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it was Kesha.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best.
You can look it up after.
So, Steve's going to give us his 5-second movie review in just a second. But before that happens, I do want to remind you what we got going on tonight. Right here, 8 o'clock tonight, 7000 McLeod Road, we have the folk show that's starring Eric James and Dave Matthews, but not the real Dave Matthews, that's cruel, and Rita Visser. So, should be a good show tonight. Come on down, 7000 McLeod Road, right here, 8 p.m. sharp. Get your folk on.
I think we need a different way of describing that Dave Matthews because I'm pretty sure he feels like he is a real Dave Matthews.
That's cruel.
You know, so maybe
The real Dave Matthews? But isn't there a lot of Dave Matthews out there?
possibly. So maybe we could just say a Dave Matthews.
Okay, we could, but we're not.
Or a facsimile of.
Facsimile of. Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, come on down to
He's
7,000.
like right up there, guys. He's kind of upset.
Come down to 7,000 McLeod Road, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Right here tonight, 8 o'clock, to come check out the folk show. Or come on tomorrow night, tomorrow during the day. Sunday is fun day here at the Geekery. Every Sunday with Eric James and Ashley Standish, who is an amazing, amazing musician. She does it all. Come check them out tomorrow. It'll be a great show. Next Sunday, Eric James and, oh, sorry, that's this week. But Friday, September 10th, or 15th even, the day before my daughter's birthday, extraction tour.
You know your daughter's birthday?
My daughter.
Oh.
Don't call me daughter. My daughter's gonna be 24 in 2 weeks. I'm old.
That makes you old.
Old. Not 50. Shush. So Steve's got for us this week his 5-second movie review. He's going to be reviewing the new It movie based on the Stephen King novel. And that is coming up next. Just want to remind everybody, hey, not everybody likes Frank's Red Hot sauce. Not everybody likes HP sauce. But you know what everybody does like? Adam Walsh's steam-powered pepper company. They have got all the best hot sauces and barbecue sauces out there, and they've got a hot vinegar sauce as well.
Like not that Adam Walsh.
And not that Adam Walsh, the one that has not been found, but the one that has.
Right.
Right. If you want to try some of this out for yourself, it is honestly great stuff. I'm a big fan of the Black Molly. That is not a drug, it's actually the hot sauce. Go check them out. You can find them all at steampoweredpepperco.com. And tell them Ryan sent you. And stop, Steve. Just stop. All right, so.
I sent you.
And tell them that we sent you. All right, so with that, I think it's a great time for us to head to everybody's fan favorite, and that is time for Steve's 5-second movie review by Steve. Yeah. Jazz hands. Jazz hands. So, Steve, with the best theme song in the business, why don't you give us your rundown of the movie, which came out this week, starring Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Another Skarsgård.
Right.
How many Skarsgårds are there?
I don't know.
It's like a Viking invasion. Oh, and not the Minnesota Vikings. Playing this Monday night. Go Vikings. So, Steve, we're going to put 5 seconds on the board. When you're ready, you can start. We're going to put our nice digital 5-second clock. Oh, no, sorry, we're analog. And it's on the board now. When you are ready, sir, you may begin with your review of it.
It was good. I liked it.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. So you liked it.
It was good.
It was good, yeah. All right, so give us your real rundown, though. What did you feel? I've seen the original. So.
I've seen the original. Not a fan. The new one it takes place. This one is being released 27 years after the original. Now, spoiler. There's going to be a sequel.
Right, I heard that. I heard the ending sets it up. There's an end credit scene?
Not an end credit scene, but the second the movie ends, it says Chapter 1.
Ooh.
So, saying that, I was a little disappointed with the ending, and then Chapter 1 came up,
And then you got
and
it.
I really liked it.
Okay, perfect.
I mean, I really liked it anyways, but the ending I thought was not an ending.
It was not an ending.
Which it wasn't.
It was just the beginning.
Other than that, it was intense. I really enjoyed it. My girlfriend, who is petrified of clowns, sat through the entire thing.
Nice. And what did you think? Were you scared of it? Were you scared of
The
it?
first hour was so freaking intense. Like,
Was it?
Yeah.
I can
I
do
was
this
like, I
all
was
day.
It was
I watched
intense.
That reminds me of when Steve and I were, I think,
I didn't
14.
want to see his face.
Were you at Jason Grant's birthday party? His 14th birthday party. We watched Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
You were there too. I watched the entire movie because I am such a chicken of horror movies. I watched the entire movie from the side of it, and I couldn't see a thing that was happening in the thing, and it still scared the crap out of me.
You only saw like one finger.
I didn't even see that. I'm telling you. But yeah.
No, I
that's cool.
highly recommend it. If you haven't seen it yet, go out and see it.
And you know what? You're not the only one that thinks that about it.
I'm gonna keep saying it.
Really? You are the it.
And Bill, what's his name?
Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård
Skarsgård.
was amazing as Pennywise.
Yeah, and originally it was supposed to be a different actor.
Yeah, I can't even remember who played him the first time now. Sorry, Tim Curry.
Yeah, you know what? I've read that in the reviews, though. I've read a lot of reviews that said that Skarsgård will make you forget Tim Curry as Pennywise, which is scary to think of. Ben Pence is commenting on the page. Ben says, this It was more engaging, great acting by the kids,
Mm-hmm.
and great job for Pennywise. It's not a sequel, it's part 2.
Right. So the sequel will take place 27 years from now, and there will be adults.
Oh.
The kids will still be in the movie, but it will be flashbacks, and we're going to get more backstory on Pennywise. So
Nice, very nice, very nice. Very nice to hear, I guess. So,
if you like creepy clowns,
if you like creepy clowns, so I will not going to see it. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, you know, I watched the original, and as much as a horror chicken I am, I liked the movie. I didn't even like it. I was indifferent. It didn't scare me. Same with Poltergeist. There's a few movies that people found scary that I did not.
Spoiler.
He's a
For
clown.
all those people who hated the ending of the TV movie, don't worry. Don't worry.
And don't worry, John Boy Walton is not in this movie either. You forgot he was in the original, didn't you? John Boy.
John Ritter was in it too, no?
John Ritter?
Yeah.
No.
He
John
was.
Walton.
He was.
Maybe he was. I
Yes,
don't
he
remember.
was.
Anyway, so it's time for us to get to the part of the show that everyone's actually paying attention to. Because we're back to school, our theme for the show today was, what are your favorite shows based on school, or your favorite movies, I should say? And we've got a ton of answers there for you. I'm going to start off with some of them from our All Things Geek page that Steve was so great to post on the page for us. And this was that you who said that? We'll leave that one around for now.
All right.
Mandy Taylor commented on the page. She's a cutie. Billy Madison, the new guy. The new guy? Sure. 10 Things I Hate About You, which I absolutely love that movie. I'm a sucker for rom-coms, though. Road Trip, great one. That was the one with Freddie Got Fingered, Tom Green. The Breakfast Club, probably the greatest movie based on school of all time, and for some reason I left off my top 5. Weird. How High? Dude, we smoked our best friend. And To Sir With Love, Sidney Poitier. Wow, that's a deep pull. Deep pull for Mandy. Well done. Clint Odekirk. Not Odekirk.
No, not related to Bill.
No. He says he's watching Back to School right now with Rodney Dangerfield.
The triple Lindy.
The triple Indy.
Lindy.
Lindy, right. That was his dive.
Yes.
His big dive off the big board. Jay Sheev says Teen Wolf. I'm assuming he means Teen Wolf 1 with Michael J. Fox, not Teen Wolf 2 with Jason
Or the
Bateman.
TV show.
Or the TV show gets a lot of love, honestly. They're heading into their last season, 7th season, I think. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Leonard Spicoli.
Dude, what's your problem?
Dude. Revenge of the Nerds. Lynn Green asked if college counts. Of course college counts.
College is school.
It is school, unless you go to Niagara. Ooh, too close to home.
That's all right.
It's okay.
People who went there don't understand.
No, they don't get it. They don't get it.
I went there.
They're all Westbrook alums. She says School Days, Brendan Fraser movie. That was actually a really good movie. Back to School and Animal House. Great movie.
Toga.
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 John Yenawayan says Dead Poets Society, Captain, oh my Captain. We already mentioned that one.
And
Great
John,
movie.
John Ritter was in it. It was just confirmed.
John Ritter was in Dead Poets Society?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Rushmore. I don't agree with Rushmore. I'm not a big fan of Rushmore, mostly because I don't know what it is about Jason Schwartzman, but he bugs the living hell out of me. School of Rock, Jack Black, and Scent of a Woman. Scent of a Woman?
Hooah!
Hooah! What does that have to do with school? Scent of a Woman? All right.
He was hanging out with John Hill.
Okay. Lisa Berry, fan of the page for many years, says 10 things I hate about you. 10 things I hate about you. Anyone who has not seen 10 things that I hate about you, if you like Shakespeare at all, it is like a modern telling of The Taming of the Shrew. It is an amazing movie. To me, I love it. The only reason why I know Taming of the Shrew was from Moonlighting. Remember Moonlighting with Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd?
Something totally different.
Yeah, I know. And you should say that when your girlfriend's sitting in the front row. Hey, you wait your turn, Charles in charge.
He's in charge, though.
And someone
he can just
actually
call whenever he wants.
someone did actually mention The Breakfast Club, which is the quintessential high school or school movie, I believe. I don't know why you answered with Borat to her.
I did?
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. It's nice.
Matthew Michaels. Matthew, let me just say first, we have some fans that have been with us forever. Matthew's one of those guys, and what I love about some of these fans that have been with us forever,
He's been commenting
he comments
our
on
pages
everything.
the 80s.
Yes, he's been commenting on our page since before the invention of the internet.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for that. Matthew Michael says, Better Off Dead. That's a good one. River's Edge. I don't know that one.
Better Off Dead was a great movie.
Yeah,
it was only $2.
So what are we going to do with this guy? Baba Booey.
He's not paying, right?
Baba Booey. Oh, we can't do that.
Okay.
That's already somebody else. And no, we will never pay him again. Ghost World. That was the Birch Girl. And Heathers. Heathers was an amazing movie. Christian Slater, Winona Ryder, and Amber does not agree. So you have to break up with her. I'm sorry, all those decades together, no. Colin Thomas, who's been a fan of the page forever as well, says Summer School, Mark Harmon movie. Great movie. Was a great movie. Mark Harmon and Christy Alley.
Mm-hmm. Before
Weight Watchers. Too soon?
Come on the show, Christy.
Come on, Christy, we love you. Come on the show. Besides, what else do you have to do?
Can we group her?
That's horrible. Not with my fat ass up here.
She can do Hamilton Con. It's at the Warplane Museum.
That's so wrong. David Sword, he's got a point. No? Let me just cut to the chase then. What? My comments are piercing. He says 3 o'clock high and summer school.
3 O'Clock High is a great movie.
I don't know 3 o'clock high.
Yeah, it's early 80s, I think.
Oh, that's why.
Early to mid 80s.
That's why. You're so much older than I am.
Yeah. Rock and Roll High School. Rob Miller.
Rob Miller. Rock and Roll High School. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that Robbie went with that at all. Fortune went with a great one. Back to School. Rodney Dangerfield. Did you ever see The Faculty? Jeffrey Lee
Yeah.
comes with The Faculty.
Yeah.
I like The Faculty.
That was
Jon
good.
Stewart was one of the teachers in it. The aliens invade the faculty of was it a high school or a prep
Yeah, I
school?
think it was
Private
high school. Private school, maybe.
Yeah. Lynn Green comes in again with High School, Up the Down Staircase. Not sure. To Serve with Love Again, and Cooley High. We have Delaney Gagnon. Says High School Musical is not on this infographic, and that baffles me.
There's a reason for that.
There is a reason for that, because it was High School Musical. Joe Stabham Up St. Jean. Sounds like a very pleasant guy.
Mm-hmm.
Says High School High. No one said Newcomb High. I'm a little upset. No love for Uncle Lloyd. And then Talia Giroux. Are you sitting on your air? It says,
What's the matter for you?
are you sitting on your air?
If I had a piece of chalk right now, I'd throw it at you.
It's so funny. It's only funny because you and I and Talia and people from our grade 4 class were the only people that would get that.
I ran into Mr. Doug Dean in No Frills a few years ago.
Yeah.
He was so nice to me, and the whole time I'm standing there thinking, I'm like,
He's gonna give me detention.
why are you being nice to me right now? I want to hate you.
Yeah. I actually like Mr. Doug Dean a little bit in school. Only because I think I was one of the only people not to get detention from him. Because he was old school. He was you get 1,000 lines.
I used to my mother used to have to wake up with me in the morning and help me finish my lines before school. Otherwise, I would get more lines.
That's awesome. That actually happened when you became an adult too.
This was just a few years ago.
That's when I was hanging out with my buddy Jay. Too soon. Talia says Scream, which I don't think was a high school or a school movie at all. Oh yes, it was a school movie. They were in school. That's right. Carrie. Wow, can't believe I forgot Carrie. What a great one. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Buffy. Oh, you got some more from your page as well, right?
Yeah. Johnny Knapp said, "Pump up the volume."
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
And Lean on Me, great one.
Yes, sir.
Freeman,
Freeman, yeah.
And The Principal, one of my favorites, Louis Gossett Jr.
And Jim Belushi, yes, man, that was a great movie.
Yeah. He came back with Summer School, which has been mentioned, of course. A lot of love for that one, Summer School.
Yes, there was. Summer School was a great movie. What else you got?
He also said Toy Soldiers and Taps.
Toy Soldiers is an amazing movie. It made my top 5 as well. It bumped Superbad off of my list. So, yeah, I totally agree with that. Because I forgot about it. It's so good I forgot about it. Sean Astin, though, Will Wheaton, Louis Gossett Jr., and a bunch of no-names. Great movie, though. I had a lot of fun with that one. I think I would actually enjoy a remake of Toy Soldiers. And you bring back Sean Astin to play Louis Gossett Jr.'s tough as nails teacher character.
Really?
Listen, it's not the same, okay? This isn't based on a story that's already been going on. It's a movie. You can change the race there. Shut up. You know what you're saying. Amber Williams says the hot chick. Who's this Amber Williams chick?
I don't know.
Nah.
I think she's a hot chick.
Listen to you. You just don't want to sleep on the couch tonight.
Because you don't have one.
That's especially why he doesn't want to sleep on it.
Well, we do, but it's in the storage unit.
This makes even more sense. Dennis
It's
Caron.
only man cave that place, isn't it?
Dennis Caron says Critters. I think we mentioned that one. Critters? Yeah, I don't think so either. Hi, Linda. How are you? Hi. Melanie.
She's like, my name's Loudon.
You're rock and swap every time, right? You usually have a mohawk.
It's down.
I know. And without the makeup. I didn't recognize quite with it all there. But we've had her on the show, though. She makes some great bracelets and stuff.
That's right.
Leather, right?
Yeah, McLeod Metalworks.
Awesome. So, and you'll be here next week for a rock and swap.
No, I won't. I'm actually going to be at the Carmel Fine Art Festival.
Oh.
So go to the
nice.
Carmel Fine Arts Festival and check her out.
But make sure you're watching our show at the same
Right.
time. At the same time as
Same
you're
time.
there.
The festival ends at 6 o'clock, so you guys are safe.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. So, go check that out and then hop on Facebook and come watch us. Or come right down to the studio. And by studio, I mean the bar.
7,000 McLeod Road.
Hey, do you ever? I kind of feel like anyone who watches wrestling. I kind of feel like wrestlers, the commentators, now trying to promote the WWE network because they're always just $9.99. I feel like that's how I feel. $7
Wait, there's more.
What the deuce? And Julianne's fries as well. Mellyanne, Melina Trump Hey, I have a question about Trump, and not to get too political, but he recently canceled DACA, which is the dream campaign that Obama put in, so that if you're a child of immigrants, illegal immigrants, and you've only lived in the States your entire life, you can stay there even if your parents are deported, sort of thing. Trump got rid of that. Does that mean Ivanka's got to go? Just saying. Bye, Felicia. Did we get political? Notice how it all quiet got there. It's like, ooh, politics. And Barron. Oh, I thought you were saying she's barren. I was like, whoa, man, that's not cool. That's harsh. Do you see how many likes we just got for the? You people are messed up at home. At home, you people here in the crowd, we love you. Please stop throwing tomatoes. What else we got here? Melanie says define school movies as and they were filmed in the school. Yeah, like 16 Candles and other English flicks. Yes, of course. She says she loves tonight's topic, and she says Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Grease, both of which made my top 5. Bueller. Anyone?
Win Ben Stein's money.
Win Ben Stein's money. Yeah, and Amber Williams, Dazed and Confused, best school movie ever.
All right.
You know, that's what I like about high school girls. They get older, and that's right. I get older, and they stay the same age. I blew that one. Yeah, all right then. I hate you all. And that's everything from our feed going on right now. What else you got? You got lots.
Yeah, we got lots. Superbad was actually my high school experience at Dave Crib. Nice.
Deuce?
Stacy Duncan said, Pretty in Pink, the quintessential 80s high school movie. For her was 16 Candles.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Molly Ringwald. That whole Brat Pack, almost everything they did was good.
I've got one that hasn't been mentioned yet.
You can. Go ahead, what do you got, buddy?
A Christmas Story.
Yeah. You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Speaking of A Christmas Story, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before or not, but I had the opportunity to interview
Zach Ward,
the Zach Ward, who played the bully. What's up? Who played the bully in the movie A Christmas Story? He was the redhead. He also played Dave, the brother of Titus.
who only got that part because he was taller. He was
Yes,
auditioning for
yes,
another
exactly.
part.
We actually talked about that in the interview. If you want to find it, you can go to search Ryan's All Things Geek on Podcast Garden or on iTunes to find said interview and many more.
It was a great interview. I liked it.
Thank you very much. It was as good as our interview with Corey Feldman. Oh, wait! We still hate you. We'll never get over that. We will never, ever.
And Spencer Rice.
And Spencer Rice. We hate you, Spencer. Kenny? Spenny? All right, you got more? Because I got a whole bunch.
Another mention for Dazed and Confused, Eric Roy. Stacey Curry said, Would Grease be considered a high school movie?
Of course.
If so, that's my fave.
Yeah, there was the prom, and it was all set around high
Yeah,
school.
oh,
Summer
definitely.
Lovin'. The quintessential song from Grease was sang. Happy Love Lasts. Summer Lovin' happens so fast. Met a girl crazy for me. And a boy cute as can be. Anyways, little known fact. I actually
Was in
played
Grease.
John Travolta's character of Danny in Grease in the play.
Really?
I really did. In grade 8.
Really?
It was a play, and I'm sorry, it was okay to do gender or ethnicity swapping there in my case. I hate you. So I was the very first black John Travolta, is what I like to tell people.
I got another question.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I know.
Poor Shaq. Do you have more?
Yes, I do.
Sure, because I got like 68, I gotta go on my page.
Sean Revenda said Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
What? How is Fear and Loathing
I
a
think
school
he
movie?
had the briefcase from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with him at the time when he mentioned this.
Wow.
Took too much,
I
man.
think so.
Took too much.
Wow. What else you got? You got any other crazies on there?
Let's see. Mention. Adam Anderson said the Skulls.
Are you on mine?
Maybe.
I think so, because I just
Sure.
looked at mine. Okay, go ahead. The Skulls.
Yeah.
Skulls was a good movie.
Yeah.
That was my
All
first.
over.
That was kind of my first indoctrination. Maybe that's not the right word, but my first kind of experience of ever hearing about the Skull and
The
Crossbones.
Secret Society.
Right. And that's all we'll say about
We don't know
that.
anything else about it.
We don't want to. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing this again, handshake. Steve Lambert said, oh wait. I won't read yours, you can
No,
read
don't
yours.
be mine.
You can read yours.
No.
You can be my Yoko Ono.
No, let him pledge. Goodbye.
Dave Fontaine says, back to school, summer school, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and The Sure Thing. What's your favorite school movie, ladies? Jim? School movie, based on school. Yeah, high school, college, elementary, anything. Oh my God, millennials! Millennials in the house! No.
We are old.
You know the sad thing is,
Whoa.
I've seen all 3 High School Musical movies. I have. Wait, I've seen all 3 of them because I have children. Wait. Really? Wow, the Kevin Bacon one. Wow, nice pull. I like that, ladies. Nice. Yeah, the new one was pretty bad. The new one was pretty weak. But the original, as good as the original was, actually, to tell the truth, I think I watched it about a few months ago, and it doesn't hold up anymore. It so doesn't hold up these days.
Bacon.
The music is great, but that 80s dancing, and I'm wearing my 80s jeans today. If I stand up, you'll see how tight these are. I'm having a fat day.
Bacon never gets old.
Bacon never gets. I hate the Wellandwingnut. Anyways, well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. No, do you have a favorite school-based movie? Donnie Darko. That was okay. So the
We're getting lots of love for this.
for the belly, yes. Donnie Darko.
People love rubbing the belly. I know they can't.
Jake Gyllenhaal
I did.
creeps me out. Jake Gyllenhaal creeps me out, just because of Donnie Darko and Nightcrawler, the movie Nightcrawler. He was creepy too. But Donnie Darko, great movie. Actually, you know what other movie of his really creeped me out? And it could have been a school movie. Bubble Boy.
Never saw it.
It was like watching Dumb and Dumber in a bubble. It was so bad. So bad. But yeah, so Dave Fontaine, thank you for those ones. Trisha Brad Duquette Michaud. That's a weird middle name, Brad, for a girl. Or maybe she's sharing her account. When you have a shared Facebook account, does that just mean that you do not trust your significant other?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Which one cheated?
Who cheated first? I'm kidding, Trisha. I'm sure you guys are great. Well, I know you guys. You guys are pretty great. She says she hasn't seen it in years, but Animal House,
Yeah.
which has been mentioned a few times.
John Hill said half baked.
Right, what? I think John Hill was half-baked or fully baked when he said that one. We love you anyways, brother, but come on.
Any movie can be a school movie when you're half baked.
Right? Robert James Cole, new writer to the page as well. He's going to be reviewing movies for us. Says, this might be blasphemy because it's so recent, but I really liked Easy A with Emma Stone. It was her breakout role, and everything about it is awesome. It's incredibly well acted, well written, and gives me some real good, feel-good vibes. And it was. I liked Easy A as well. Anyone who read the book The Scarlet Letter, though, this is a modern-day telling of it. I like it. This was her Julia Stiles movie. This was her 10 Things I Hate About You movie that made her recognizable. I don't think it's also a coincidence that they were both based on, former great literary works, and Taming of the Shrew, and of course, The Scarlet Letter. Right. Was that Amanda Bynes? Yeah. I do. I remember shaved head Amanda Bynes, unfortunately.
I just got my hair cut by her.
Did you?
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Yeah,
now.
me too. That's where I go.
Yeah.
That's where I go. Her and Sinead O'Connor's barbershop as well. Ooh, too soon for a Sinead O'Connor joke.
If I had a picture of the Pope right now,
Stop it.
There's Cinderella story with Hillary Duff, I think.
With who?
Hillary Duff. Yeah.
Hillary Duff.
And Max Keebler's big move.
Wow.
That is thrown at
So we have a new rule. We want millennials about in here. I'm just saying. No. I'm kidding. We love you all, millennials. You got Johnny Naps already. Stephen Hodges. Dead Poet Society is #1 with a bullet. The same bullet that killed poor Neil. Oh, too soon, Hodges. Too soon.
Hodges is always too soon.
Hodges is awesome. I love Hodges. Hodges is great. Forge says Better Off Dead. Sam Montgomery, Back to School, and The Breakfast Club. I still think The Breakfast Club is probably the #1 movie out there, even though it didn't make my list.
Smoke up, Johnny.
Smoke up, Johnny. Kelly Contouris says Dazed and Confused, or any John Hughes 80s teen movie. He said Superbad. Dave Gunn. Nice. Pretty in Pink. You did that one. Yeah, we got all these. Sweet.
Yeah.
I think we got them all. Jeff Batista. Gilles Payet says Dazed and Confused. Colin Thompson says The Substitute with Treat Williams. I almost forgot that one because Tom Berenger was in that too?
I don't know. I like me some Treat Williams though.
Me too, I think. I just like treats, honestly. Dory and Rob say Dazed and Confused. Dory and Rob actually were here at the Geekery, about a month ago when we were taping. So thanks for coming in. Check you later. Check you later. I'm only giving you shotgun because I'm not going. Best line ever. Jacob Price, who is one of my best friends' 13-year-old son, his favorite school movie is Fast Times at Ridgemount High. All right.
I know a part he likes.
Yeah, Phoebe. Everybody loves that Phoebe Kate scene. John Hill. John Hill came back.
Especially Judge Reinhold.
Right. John Hill came back in. What did he say?
By the way, Judge, you missed the spot right there.
Yeah, and as well, I want my shoe pressed and back to me on time, all right? I thought he gave us a different one, but I don't think so. He said his head hurts. All Revenge of the Nerds, he went with. Nerds. And then finally, my cousin Katie says, I didn't go to school. I don't like school.
It's a great school movie.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you to everybody for your answers for your favorite school movies. Anybody else in the crowd have any other favorites? Ferris Bueller. We didn't mention Bueller, but yeah, that's right up there. I think with The Breakfast Club. It has to be in your top 5. It actually made my top 5. I don't know why the other one did not. I was a little dazed and confused at the time, but see what I did there. I see it. All right, so yeah, what else you got? That's it?
I have my top 10.
You have your top 10. All right, so here we go. So obviously, we give you folks all your opportunity to give us your answers for your favorites. Steve and I have our favorites. Steve has his top 10 favorite movies based on school. I have top 5 movies, and I did top 5 television ones as well. So
all 5 answers are Saved by the Bell.
They are all Saved by the Bell. Because when I wake up in the morning and the alarm clock's running, well, I think I'm going to make it all time. Saved by the Bell, time out. All right, go ahead.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club.
You mess with the bull.
One that wasn't mentioned, and I'm really shocked that it wasn't mentioned. My number 9, Can't Buy Me Love.
Can't buy me
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
And that girl who never acted again.
Yeah, who was the girl in this?
She retired.
Really?
Pretty much right after that, yeah.
Did
She just died recently.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, sad to hear. That's not a bit?
No?
No,
No.
sad to
I
hear.
wouldn't joke about that.
All right, so what do you got? What's your number 9? We gotta get
That
to
was
this
number
one.
9.
Okay, number 8.
Number 8. Porkies.
Porky.
Come on, we're in Canada, people. Porkies.
Oh my God, I had never.
Pick one. I don't care which one. Porkies.
7 years old, my mother shows me that movie, and I get to
First
see
choice Super Channel free
first
preview
choice,
weekend.
exactly. First time I've ever seen what a glory hole was.
Oh, like, yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw a nip. What's your number 7?
Number 7, Carrie.
Carrie was
I
a
had
great
to have
one.
a horror movie in there. I almost went.
The original, right?
I almost went prom night, but then I was like, no.
Did you really almost go prom night?
No.
Okay.
What was that? Number 6? 7?
7. 6.
Number
Now you're on 6.
Number 6, Old School.
I have to say, my favorite Will Ferrell performance ever, which isn't saying a lot because I don't like him.
Can we stop at KFC acting?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna be naked. You realize this, right?
No, you're not streaming. Number 5.
Number 5, The Principal. You mentioned it.
Louis Gossett Jr., James Belushi,
Yeah.
great movie.
School Ties.
School Ties, Brandon Fraser, was it Jewish school that they were all in? Yeah, that was a really good movie as well. It was deep. Number 3.
Number 3, Superbad.
Super bad. This was on my top 5 list and got booted.
Got bumped.
It got bumped.
Yeah.
It did.
Sometimes
pretty
that happens when you're super bad.
Exactly. Your name's McLaughlin? That's awesome. Go ahead. Number 2.
Number 2.
Wow, number 2.
Number 2, Lean on Me.
Lean on me when you're not strong.
It's a very strong performance by Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman was amazing in this role. Was this the role that made Morgan Freeman?
I did. That's
Well, at least for our generation, probably.
Yeah.
Like I know he was around before that. Wasn't he on? He was a vampire on a show. On I want to
Hilarious
say
House of Frankenstein.
yes, Hilarious House of Frankenstein.
Was he really?
I think he was.
Oh my
It was on. It was a show much like that. Maybe Trevor can look that up for us and find out where
He's
Morgan
busy.
Freeman
He's busy.
played a vampire on a sketch
He's
comedy
playing Clash
show.
of Clans right now.
He is. He's actually playing Angry Birds. Shawshank, where he played Red. He played the Irishman Red. If anyone's actually read Rita Hayworth in the Shawshank Redemption, Tim Robbins is nothing like the character in it, and Red definitely, and Morgan Freeman is definitely nothing like Red. He was supposed to be like a 5-foot, freckled face Irishman. And the book is honestly still to this day, and it wasn't a book, it was an anthology basically. But to me, it's Stephen King's best work.
Yeah,
Like,
or get busy dying, or get busy living, or something like that. I don't know. I was drunk.
It just
I
doesn't
think
have
that's
the
how
same
it
ring.
goes in the book.
Right. But it doesn't have the same ring.
No.
And especially for me, and people who watch the show or people who follow the page know how I feel when you take a literary character and you change the race, the ethnicity, or the gender. I'm not a fan of it. I want you to stick to the original.
Unless it's Ryan.
Unless it's me in it playing Danny from Greece. I don't care.
Next he will be playing the Prince of Persia in the Welland Players Museum.
That could work. I look Egyptian. I actually look
Don't
Egyptian.
forget the
so it's
lead
okay.
from Crouching Tiger, Hidden
I
Dragon.
look more like the Prince of Persia than Jake Gyllenhaal did, okay? I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
So I found out who Morgan Freeman's character was. This is the other voice of God talking.
Okay.
So, Morgan Freeman played Vincent the Vegetable Vampire
On Sesame Street.
on Electric Company.
Electric Company, that's what it was.
Yeah.
The Electric Company. Before our time.
I watched it. I remember watching it.
Yeah, me too, but you're old. Yeah, you are. Okay, and
My number 1.
number 1. What is Steve's number 1 school movie is?
Dazed and Confused, man.
Alright. Such an
Gotta
iconic
get
movie.
Aerosmith tickets tomorrow. Top priority this summer, man.
That's right.
Oh wait, it's fall. Damn it.
Ben-
Aerosmith again.
Ben Affleck we get in his very first role, playing the asshole O'Banion in the movie, he was amazing. Cole Hauser was in this movie. I really like Cole Hauser. I thought he was going to have a much bigger career than what he did. Maybe it's because he's a ginger. I don't know. There's a lot of discrimination against gingers in Hollywood. Ask Ron Weasley. What? But yeah, a great movie. It's one of those movies that holds up over time. Generational, I would even say. I think every generation could actually identify with that movie. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Great list, buddy. Great list. Let's do mine and get out of here. Because once we're done, at the top of the hour, here is Folk Night here at 7000 McLeod Road, the Geekery, Niagara Falls Ontario Canada. And Folk Show is starring...
Folk Show.
The Folk Show. Starring Eric James, Dave Matthews, and Rita Visser.
Folk Show.
No, Full Show.
Oh, sorry.
I hate you. All right, so we're going to do... So we'll finish off the show right now. I'll give you my top 5 TV school shows based off of TV shows, and then I'll finish with the movie ones. Actually, let's do the movie ones first, because everybody's heard those.
It's your show.
It's my show. That's right. I forgot. Hey. All right, so number 5, I went with Toy Soldiers. That great movie. Cliff Wheaton and Sean Astin. Louis Gossett Jr. Number 4, Grease. Grease is
I got chills.
they're multiplying. Number 3, Grease. No, we said that one already. How about Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Bueller. Anyone?
Bueller.
Win Ben Stein's money. Dazed and Confused is my number 2 movie. And my number 1 high school movie is American Pie. American Pie. You gotta have the pie effer out there.
Yeah,
Is it sad that his entire career is going to be known as he's the guy that had sex with an apple pie?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jason Biggs, but that's all you'll ever get to be.
Now, you know what? Saving Silverman kind of erased that.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Because only 3 people saw it.
You're right. And all 3 were me.
So that was our movies. I'm going to do just something a little bit different and do the top 5 TV shows that I had that are based on school as well. My number 5 show based on school was the Cosby Show spinoff, A Different World. Denise Huxtable, my favorite. The current Mrs. Jason Momoa. The former Mrs. Lenny Kravitz. My number 4. This was a hard one for me to only put at number 4. But John Travolta. Welcome back, Carter. Oh! Up your nose with a rubber hose.
What we learned today, Vinny? What?
Who? What
we learned last week, Vinny? What?
When? My number 3 movie, number 3 TV show based on school. A lot of people might not remember this one. This one was from the 80s. I loved it. Howard Hessman, Head of the Class. Great show. Remember Head of the Class?
Yeah, I do remember.
Good one. Number 2. These 2 are...
Robin Givens.
My top 2 were so hard for me to choose which one would be number 1. But believe it or not, for number 2, I went with Saved by the Bell. I know it's a tough one for you to believe that I went with that number 2.
I am shocked.
But my number 1 show based on school, on television, bar none, is Community. Troy Nobbin in the morning. We could be Troy Nobbin.
Sure.
Oh, wait, no, we can't.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That is why it's Ryan and that guy. Cool.
I know
So
Chevy
that-
Chase is in it.
Chevy Chase is in that show. And look at all the love we just got for Community. Thank you very much. I love when we get all the hearts and stuff like that on our live book face stream.
We're on the live book.
I am 1,000.
me, kids.
So
We're streaming on the live book.
so I just want to say thank you to
your Facebook.
everyone who tuned in today. We had lots of viewers on the show today, both on Ryan's All Things Geek page and on my page, my personal page as well. I have a public page, so if you do want to watch on my page, it's Ryan Fleming. Just look me up. I look like this. And he looks like that, but he's not on my page. So you can watch it there as well. Either one you want to is fine by us. Next week, I think you're going to notice our live stream on Ryan's All Things Geek page is going to look a little bit different. We might have a few more camera angles for you. Hopefully, we're working. Our producer is working hard on this. We've got a great producer, getting a lot of laughs there. Thank you very much, whoever that is. We love you. We do appreciate it. But thank you so much. Come on out, guys, to the Geekery, 7000 McLeod Road, right here tonight for Folk Night. The Folk Show is starting with Eric James, Dave Matthews, and Rita Visser. Yay, wherever you guys are. Come on down. It's going to be a good show. Come down tomorrow night for Sunday Fun Day as well. Eric James is back tomorrow with Ashley Standish. Some great musicians on tap for us all here. And yeah, come see us next week. We're here every week here at the Geekery, 7000 McLeod Road. Next Saturday is Rock and Swap as well. So come on down, meet some local rock vendors, support your local establishments and your local vendors, and get your local rock on. And then we'll be on right after that. So folks, with that said, for the Wellandwingnut, who is good, I didn't want to get that. I'm going to see it in post. For the Wellandwingnut, Steve. For our producer, Trevor Twining. And for myself, Ryan. This has been another edition of the RATG Radio Show. Right here live from the Rat Hole, the Geekery, 7000 McLeod Road, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. And with that, folks, we are out of here.
Hi, everybody.
Bye, Dr. Meek.
Yeah, Black Magic.